You are watching Travel World Online.
TAAI is progressing on its mission of TAAI leaders in meeting member expectations.
TAAI and Kazakh Tourism jointly addressed a press conference after B2B meeting at Tourist Hub Almaty. Daniel Sarzhamuli from Kazakh Tourism opened the conference. He said,
"You're very welcome. TAAI is a huge organization with a great history, and you had this kind of convention, the B2Bs in different cities like London, Dubai, and other spots. So we are very delighted to host this event in Almaty. I know this is not as big event as we planned it before, but this is maybe size of the market we have. I mean, because we are facing some challenges due to geopolitical situation, like all the hotels are now fully booked at the off season. You just the season starts usually, I mean the summer season in starting from maybe end of March. It's like a pre-beginning of the season, and it lasts up to the end of September, and from November, usually in a week, we'll be starting the ski season, which lasts up to until March. So normally we are at the off season right now, but at the off season we have the whole hotels fully booked up. So that Air Astana decided to make focus on 3 destinations for the coming months. It's 2 in Europe and 1 is India. So we will have double-day flights as we had before COVID, and hopefully Astana will join the map of the flights to. So it will be the ideal to like make some interesting tours starting in Almaty and via Astana getting back. And I know we were before discussed the things like if some Indian airlines will be coming to our market. We are very interested in this as well, and because of we had like an open sky, and we can talk about this. We can try to make these things happen all together. I guess the TAAI and every travel agent joined us this event will be our strategic partner. So
thank you. Okay, thank you, Daniel, for actually saying those lovely words of tourism. And thank you for hosting us. I think it's a huge opportunity that you've been able to pull this through, and we've been having a lovely experience, and I say that on behalf of the entire management committee which is here today, including our chairpersons from all region chapters. And just to tell you about TAAI, because I think your media may not be knowing what TAAI is all about. TAAI is the oldest and the mother association of all associations in India. It was established in 1951, so that's 71 years ago. And we started with just a handful of people, and today we are 3,000 members. So, and we cover all aspects of tourism. So it's not only outbound, we also into inbound, conferences, wellness, weddings, adventure. So there's a huge scope where Kazakh tourism can actually encash on if they would like to, because what I've been hearing and feeling about the whole thing is that Kazakh is still not ready for too much of tourism. Like you just said, you're having more of FITs and leisure travelers. So you are still gearing up to get more groups, maybe weddings, But to do that, I think they have to be ready, because today, whenever I was speaking to all the B2B stakeholders here, I realized that they were very excited that we are here, and they were very happy that we are here. They want to explore India as a market, and we all know India is a growing economy, and it's going to be the largest economy the way our Honorable Prime Minister is going forward. And to do that, I think, but they need to be equipped. So I think we certainly need more aircrafts and flights coming from all destinations from India, and if not all, at least some of the major ones from Mumbai, Delhi, all the tier 1 cities. Starting with Mumbai, I think that would be a great move. We also need more hotels, I think, coming in Almaty, because Almaty is the main focal point of tourism, right? Yeah. And this is the first destination we would land in. So I think we do need more hotels, because there are very handful of hotels, and rightly you said, because of the geopolitical war, the Russians are all here because they get a 3-month free visa where they can come and stay with you. They don't need a visa, and they're all out of their own country. So of course currently, but going forward, I think tourism is the backbone of every country. And we've seen that happen in a lot of countries who are done very well economically. There is a downside of it because of COVID, but economically driven countries, I think, all want to get into tourism. So I think we need to make everyone and the government and the tourism boards understand that tourism is going to be playing a very focal role going forward. Coming from India, I would just say that we need to build on our regional tourism in India also, and not only regional tourism. I would also say we need to build on distance-wise any country which is within the 3 to 4 hours of travel, because we Indians travel a lot, and it's very nice that we now have a free visa scheme with, and we appreciate that gesture. I remember last time when we were here and we got to announce that. We were the first people to announce it because you told us in the evening and it was announced in the morning.
Yeah.
So I think that's a wonderful initiative done by your government to say we welcome Indians on a 14-day free visa. It's a huge opportunities for Indians to travel, because Indians, like I said, travel and they are late. They suddenly on a weekend will decide that they want to travel tomorrow. So if they have a visa in hand, they quickly make the tickets and travel. So I think that's another huge opportunity we are last minute travelers to encash on. But yes, the prices of the flights currently what we saw were pretty high because of, it's always a demand and supply. And we are also talking to the domestic airlines there and the low cost airlines there to come in. And I have personally spoken to Indigo and SpiceJet. So they are looking at this opportunity. Indigo already has approval from your country. They've already got the slots, but they're looking for some more aircrafts to come in. We are working on those too. So I'm sure together we will be able to deliver much more. And your numbers pre-COVID, what I know about is it was around 20,000 people coming from India. Believe you me, with TAAI coming here, you will certainly look at a huge rise. And if I don't say triple, it will be double by very soon, as long as the capacities can handle it. So I think there is a huge scope where India is concerned, and especially TAAI members. Another thing which I heard from your B2B stakeholders was that they do not know whom to deal in India with, because obviously this market has not opened to the Indian market, and these are the new opportunities for both our countries. We need to travel more, and Indians love new destinations, and I'm sure even the Kazakh nationals would love to come to India. So your flights are only going to go full if they have inbound and outbound both. So that's how the airlines will make money. If one-way traffic exists, there will be no money for the airlines too. So I think we need to look into all these perspectives and see how from both the countries we can actually explore opportunities to deliver and create this niche for tourism. So you could also tell us what is the tourism avenue or the stream that you're really wanting to concentrate on. What are your stakeholders really ready for? Are they ready for conferencing? Are they ready for weddings? Are they ready for adventure? So then we could focus on those agents first and try to increase the footfalls, because you need to be ready for the business. The Indian market is slightly, it is. We can be demanding tourists because we do need Indian food. We do need vegetarian food. We've seen that challenge. When
we have the system which integrated with the hotels, and we can see day to day the numbers from different markets. And today in the morning I was looking how many travels it was from India. It was like a 7,500 this year.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, but the interesting thing that it was for the first half of the year up to June, end of the June, it was like a 2,500, and it's now twice bigger from July to November. So we have the rising numbers, and hopefully, if not this year, next year we'll come back to the figures which we had before COVID, and it's over. Actually, there was 33,000, if I remember, in 2019, visitors from India to Kazakhstan.
Wow!
But as I said, most of them is like individual travels, business travels, and we have good numbers. What we're trying to do in this market is to organize this flow into like organized touristic groups. So thank you once again for your feedback and for your information. I will just give some comments on what Mr. Moyal said, and the first is we don't want that all our business will just focus in one market as it seems to be right now, because we all know that things are changing very fast, and we don't know what market will be so active next year, if Russians will be here or not. This is like a big question. So we have a strategy to just make some diversification and change our focus from our local market, I mean bordering countries, from Europe to GCC and the Asia market. This is our long-term plan purpose. So we are happy to be in collaboration with TAAI, because we as you mentioned, 3 years we having conversations, and finally we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
this meeting here. But this is not ending point. This is a very starting point of everything, because you see how things are changing. You were asking for visa free, now it's visa free. You were asking for flights, and then now we will have the double flights as well. And we are changing these things very fast, and hopefully from both sides it will be working even faster and then more effective, because we have the things we have to adjust in terms of the services, in terms of the food, in terms of, because all of things, it's like the Indian market is very new for us.
Yes.
It's small companies, it's not so big, which works with Indian group, and most of them were working with mixed groups or with Russian or Europe market, and we just need to adjust these things. I hope today's event, the businesses are come from the Kazakh side, and you see our commitment
Yes.
to do these things. You were asking about the types of tourism we're interested. We're definitely interested in wedding, because I was saying that in the south part of the Kazakhstan we had like a similar culture
Yes.
culture of weddings. We Kazakhs also love big weddings, where it's like a 500,000 or more than 1,000, and we have such venues. And the wedding is a huge industry here as well. There's starting from event organizers, venues, some wedding salons, and etc. So these all can be adjusted to the India market as well, and the work as there was a good idea of inviting some maybe fun trip next year to just show that these venues and opportunities we have. Yeah. And we of course interested in city breaks and adventures, because most of the infrastructure we have is in the cities. Like,
Would like to welcome you with open arms into India. And you haven't been to India, so you need to be the first one to come and talk about us and say how beautiful India is, and what hospitality is. I think India teaches a lot of things. Also, it learns a lot, but it teaches a lot, because I think we are great in hospitality. So our slogan, which the government has, is Atiti Deva Bhava, which means God. Our guest is God. So we believe in that, and I think that is the way we go forward where tourism is concerned.
They started exploring, they liked the place, they sent out a message, and one of the tour operators from here volunteered to host them also. So that initiative has already started before the B2B Connect has happened. And I'd like to also add, as per the MOU that we had with Kazakh Tourism, we would want to invite the local stakeholders to ensure outbound from Kazakhstan to India, and we would be willing to host the Kazakh tourism delegates to India, so that they can explore inbound into India also, because we need bilateral relations between both the countries. But that's how it will be economical and viable for the airlines also to take things forward.
You are watching Travel World Online.